Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve this question together. Look at what we are given. We are given that 8 to the power of x base 10. Remember, I've told you in my previous videos I've done, if you're watching my videos I've done on this channel, that any logarithm without a specific base, note that logarithm are always in what? Base 10. So since there's no specific base indicate, note that this logarithm is in what? Base 10, okay? Now, then minus what? 2 raised to the power log s base 10 equals to what? 5 factorial. This is a factorial sign. Now, if you're watching my videos I've done, I already talk about more about factorial. That factorial is the product of what? Positive number. Okay, from that value to, let me say, the product of positive number from that particular value to descending down. Okay, now what did I mean? Let's work on this 5 factorial first. This will be our first target. Now, there's a formula of factorial sign. If you have n factorial is equals to n. You can see the number multiplied by n minus 1 what? Factorial. Okay, that means 5 factorial is equals to 5 into 5 minus what? 1 factorial. That means 5 factorial is equals to 5 into what? 4 what? Factorial. But what is 4 factorial? Then we'll go to this is 5 factorial equals to what? Equals to 5 bracket 4 into 4 minus 1 what? Factorial. And 5 times 4 is 20. That means 5 factorial is equals to 20 into 4 minus this will give us what? 3 factorial. And what is 3 factorial? 3 factorial will give us what? 5 factorial is equals to 20 bracket 3 into what? 3 minus what? 3 minus 1 what? Factorial. Okay? And 20 times this is what? 20 times 3 is what? 60. That means 5 factorial is equals to 60. Okay? Then bracket into what? 3 minus this is what? Is 2. So this will become 2 factorial. Okay? Now what is 2 factorial? 2 factorial simply means this now become 5 factorial equals to 60 bracket into what? 2 into 2 minus 1 what? Factorial. Okay? That means 5 factorial is equals to 60 times 2 give us what? 120. Okay? Then into this now give us what? 2 minus 1 is what? 1 factorial. Okay? 1 factorial. And 1 factorial simply means this will be 5 factorial equals to 120. Okay? Into 1 into what? 1 minus 1 factorial. So that means 5 factorial is equals to what? 120. 120 times 1 is still 120. So into what? 0 what? 0 factorial. And 0 factorial is what? Equals to what? 1. That means 5 factorial is equals to what? 120 times what? 1. That means 5 factorial is equals to 120. And again, since I say factorial simply means the product of positive number from that particular number till down. Now, what did I mean? 5 factorial also simply means equals to 5 down from that number till times descending 4 times what? 3 times what? 2 times what? 1 times what? Sorry, you can see. From that particular number till what? Down. So if you multiply everything, you are going to have what? 120. So what is here? You are seeing here is just 120, okay? So we can remove this from here and go to what we have on the board. Fine. That's beautiful. So that means 8 to the power of what? 8 to the power of log x, okay, minus 2 to the power of what? Log x, okay, is equals to what? 120. Wow. This is amazing, right? Because 5 factorial is 120. Now, do you know that we are not wrong? If we say let that this is 8, right? Do you know that this is 2 to the power of 8, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, multiplied by log what? Log x minus 2 to the power of what? Log what? Log s equals to what? 120. Okay, we are not wrong. Okay. Now, do you know that since you're having log s here and you're having log s here, we can say that let what? Let log s equals to p. We are not wrong. Okay. So here I want to add this is what? 2 to the power of 3 p, because log s here is p. Then minus 2 to the power of what? P, okay, equals to what? 120. And we are not also wrong if we decide to write this as what? Into 2 to the power of p or raised to the power of 3. Because p times 2 is equals to 2 times p. Sorry, raised to the power of what? 3. Because p times 3 is 3p, and 3p times 2, 3p times 3 times p is 3p, and p times 3 is still 3p, minus 2 raised to the power of p equals to what? 120. Now, we can see that p raised to the power of this is common, so we can see that let 2 raised to the power of p equals to what? q. Okay, so we're going to have this is what? Q to the power of 3, okay, minus q equals to what? 120. Okay, now this is beautiful. Now let's subtract 120 from both sides. We're going to have this is q to the power of 3 minus q minus 120 equals to what? 0. Wow, this is beautiful. What are we going to do here? Now, what you're going to do, let's look at this very carefully. Now, look at what you're going to do. I can write minus q as q to the power of 3, okay? Then, minus 25q, okay? Plus 24q, okay? Plus what? 24 what? Q minus 120 equals to what? 0. Because minus 25q plus 24q is minus q. Now, between q to the power of 3 minus 25q, what is common? Q to the power of q is common into. Then q to the power of 3 divided by q give us q square. Okay. Now, minus 25q divided by q give us what? Minus 25. Okay. Then we'll close it. Now, between 24q and minus 20 and minus 120, what is common? What is common here is what? Since 24 can go here, so what is common is plus what? 24. Okay. Plus 24 is common into. Then 24q divided by this 24q divided by 24 give us what? It give us q. Now from here, 120 divided by 24. Let's see 120. This is 120 divided by what? 24. Okay, let's see. Now, we know that 120 is sensing as what? 120 is sensing as 12 times 10. 12 times 10 give us 120, right? Divided by what is 24? 24. We say we know that 6 times 4 will give us 24. Okay, 6 times 4 is 24. Now look at what we're going to do. You can see that 12 divided by 4 will give us 3. Okay, so look at this is 30, because 3 times 10 will give us 30 divided by what? Divided by what? Divided by 6. Now see, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay, is 3. Let me do it in the proper way. That means 6 times 2 is 12 times what? 10 divided by 6 times 4, because 6 times 4 is 24. Now this will cancel out this. Then we're going to have this is 20 divided by 4. And 20 divided by 4 is 5. So here is what? Minus what? 5. You see? Because 24 times this gives us 120. This is amazing. So we can remove this from here. Okay? Now all this equals to what? 0. Now from here, what this is q into here, having q to the power of what? 2. We can write 25 as what? Minus 5 to the power of what? 2. Okay? Plus 24 into q minus 5, all this equals to what? 0. Now this is difference of 2 square. So what this is what? Q into q plus what? 5 into again q minus 5, then plus 24, okay, into q minus 5, all this equals to what? 0. Now look at this very carefully. You can see that something is common. What is common? Q minus 5 is here, q minus 5 is here. So into q minus 5 is common. Then if we divide the whole of this by this, we're going to have this is what? Into q minus into what? Q plus what? 5. Because if we divide the whole of this by this, we're going to have this 2. This will go as we're going to left with this 2. That's what we're having here. Then if we divide this by this, we're going to have what? Plus what? 24. Okay? All this equals to what? 0. Remember, when the product, I want you to keep this safe. I want you to keep that log x. Log x is equals to p. And 2 to the power of p. 2 to the power of p is equals q. Okay, keep this. It's very useful. It's going to help us. So I can remove this from here. Okay. Now this is a linear equation, and this is a quadratic, right? So this is sensing as what? Into q minus 5. Okay. Then into q times q is what? Is q square, right? Now q times 5, it gives us plus what? Plus 5q, okay, plus what? 24. All this equals to what? 0. Now this is a linear equation, this is a quadratic equation. So what we are going to do, we are going to solve this. Remember, when the product of 2 times equals to 0, it means that each of them is equals to 0, or both of them are equals to 0. You can see that both of them are equals to 0. That means q minus what? That means q minus what? That means q minus 5 is equals to 0, or q square plus 5q plus 24 is equals to what? 0. From here, let's add 5 to both sides. That means q is equals to what? 5. This is one of the value of q. Okay. From here, I can solve this using formula method. Okay. Should we go ahead to solve it? I know if I solve it, I will still have another value, but since you are let's just go and solve for our x, because our target is to find x. I know if you go and solve this, you still have another value of q. But what that q is 5, let's solve for q is 5, right? Look at q is 5 from here. So that means P3, recall that you can also solve this and have the value of q, but I'm going to solve for x, okay? Now that means 2 raised to the power of p is equals to q. Was it our q is 5? That means 2 raised to the power of p is equals to what? 5. Now what are we going to do? Here? Because the bases are not the same. Now this is what we are going to do. We are going to do what? Obey. We are going to invite logarithm to help us, because logarithm is going to help us here. Okay, logarithm will help us a lot. Okay. Now let's take the log of both sides. That means log of what? Log of 2 to the power of p is equals to log of 5. Okay. Now this power can go back to the log, so that is p log what? Log 2 equals to what? Log what? Log 5, right? We divide here by log 2. Also divide this by log 2. This will cancel out this. That means our p is equals to, this is the same as log 5 base 2. Log 5 base 2. Okay? Because if you do change of base to base 10, you're going to have this. So this is log 5 base 2. This is the value of p. Now let's go and find x. Remember, also recall that log what? Log s is equals to what? P. And we're getting that p is what? Log 5 base 2. That means log of what? Log x is equals to log what? Log 5 base 2. Now what are we going to do here? Now you can see that what you have in here, log 5 base 2. That means 10 to the power of, that means 10 to the power of what? Log 5 base 2. Log 5 base 2 is equals to x. And this implies that our s is equals to 10 raised to the power of what? Log what? Log 5 base 2. And this is the solution to this particular problem. Can you see how simple and interesting it is? Very simple and interesting. Now our s equals to what? 10 raised to the power log 5 base 2. Don't forget that log 5 base 2 is the same thing as what? Log 5 divided by log 2. I know that that is in base 10, right? If you're converting to base 10, it's log 5 divided by log 2. So 10 is s equals to what? 10 raised to the power log 5 base 2 is the solution to this particular problem. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you find it very interesting, don't hesitate. Do well to like, comment, and also share it to your loved ones or others will learn from it. Please, if you're not subscribed, consider to subscribe to this channel so that anytime another exciting video, you'll notify. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.